Good morning students. Today we are going to see about power system fault. The contents what we are going to see in today's lecture is nature and causes of fault, consequences of fault, symmetrical components and zones of protection. Nature and causes of fault. By definition, it is the defect in the electrical circuit which makes current path directed from its intended path. Now, we need to know what could be the causes of fault. It is nothing but the breaking of conductors, failure of insulation, mechanical failure, external and internal stresses. Consequences of fault. What could be the consequences of such kind of power system fault? This fault causes an imbalance in the system, and this causes abnormal voltage and excessive current in the system. There could be a possibility of hazards who is operating nearby, maybe either human or animal. Faults in the system cannot be completely eradicated, but we can able to minimize by proper design and quality equipments and proper maintenance. Due to the consequences of fault in the system, there will be unbalance in the phase voltages and currents, where the magnitude of all the three phase voltages and currents will not be equal. Types of faults. Now we are going to see about what are the different types of power system faults. Generally, we can able to classify that power system faults into two: open circuit fault and short circuit fault. In a broader case, we can able to classify the open circuit fault into three: one conductor open, two conductor open, and three conductor open. Short circuit fault can be subdivided as symmetrical and unsymmetrical fault. Symmetrical fault can be divided into two: three phase short circuit fault, three phase to ground fault. Again, unsymmetrical fault can be classified into three: single line to ground fault, which is called as SLG fault; double line to ground fault, which is called as DLG fault; and line to line fault, which is LL fault. Here is the representation for the different types of faults. Here we have symmetrical fault and unsymmetrical fault. Under symmetrical fault, we have triple L fault, which is nothing but the three phase shorted. All the three phases will be shorted, and the voltage and current in all the three phases will be equal or balanced one. And here in the triple LG fault, all the three phases will be shorted to ground. So in this case also, the voltages and current will be equal in all the three phases. In unsymmetrical fault, we have a difference in voltage between all the three phases, not only in voltage but also in current. Here in SLG fault, which is nothing but single line to ground fault, in SLG fault any one of the line will be shorted to ground. In DLG fault, any two of the lines will be shorted to ground, and line to line fault, any two lines will be shorted. So these are the different types of fault. And here is the percentage of occurrence of faults in a system. Most of the faults which occur in a power system are single line to ground fault. About 85% of the fault are single line to ground fault. 8% of the fault occurring in the power system is line to line fault, and 5% for double line to ground fault, and less than 2% is for the triple line fault. Symmetrical components. Now we are going to see about symmetrical component. Symmetrical component transform unbalanced set of phasors into balanced set of phasors. Why unbalanced set of phasors occurs in a system? It is only due to the fault which occurs in the power system. So when such kind of unbalance occurs in a system, we need to analyze the unbalanced system with a component called a symmetrical component. So the symmetrical components are used to analyze the unbalanced network with three set of independent vectors, which are positive sequence component, negative sequence component, and zero sequence component. Before we need to know what is a sequence component, we have to know about the operator A. We will consider a balanced system of vectors where all the three vectors are equal in magnitude and they are 120 degree out of phase with each other. Operator A can be defined as a unit vector at an angle of 120 degrees in anticlockwise direction. Mathematically, it can be given as A is equal to 1 angle 120 degree. When we multiply A with any vector or a phasor, it has the effect of rotating a phasor by 120 degrees in anticlockwise direction without affecting its magnitude. And as we all know, when A equal to 1 angle 120 degree, A square will be 1 angle 240 degree and A cube will be 1 angle 360 degree, which is equal to 1. These are the positive sequence, negative sequence and zero sequence vectors. Positive sequence vector is going to have the same phase of as that of the balanced set of vectors, say RYB or ABC as that of the balanced one. And negative sequence vector is going to have the RBY sequence or ACB sequence, and zero sequence vector is going to have equal magnitude for all the three phases, but there is zero phase shift between all the three vectors. So in all the three systems of the symmetrical components, the subscripts denote the components in the different phases, which means that positive sequence vector is going to represent it with the subscript of 1. Negative sequence vectors are going to represent it with a subscript of 2 and zero sequence with 0. The total voltage of any phase is then equal to the sum of the corresponding components of the different sequences in that phase. Say VA can be represented by VA0 plus VA1 plus VA2. Similarly, VB and VC can be represented with the phase voltages of that particular phase in all the three sequence vectors, VB0 plus VB1 plus VB2. Similarly, VC is equal to VC0 plus VC1 plus VC2. As I already told you, the subscripts represent the sequence component. Here 0 represents the zero sequence component, 1 represents the positive sequence component and 2 represents the negative sequence component. We can able to simplify further as VA0 to V0 and VA1 to V1 and VA2 to V2. Sequence components. Again, this VA after simplification, VA is equal to V0 plus V1 plus V2. VB is equal to V0 plus A square V1 plus AV2. VC is equal to V0 plus AV1 plus A square V2. So when we get all the three phase components VA, VB, VC, these are nothing but the balanced set of vectors with respect to the sequence components V0, V1 and V2. Now our unbalanced system of vectors are turned to be a balanced system of vectors. So this is for our analysis of unbalanced system of vectors. As a matrix form, we can able to represent the VABC as this one, and VABC can be simplified as this matrix called A matrix, and this is the sequence component matrix. The sequence components can be derived from the analysis equation also. V012 is equal to A inverse of VABC, where A inverse is equal to 1 by 3 of the vector. What is the inference out of this? The above two equations tell us how to derive the symmetrical components corresponding to an asymmetrical set of three phasors. Now, sequence 0 is nothing but 1/3 of the sum of the original three phasors, and sequence 1 is 1/3 of the sum of the original three phasors rotated counterclockwise at an angle of 0 degrees, 120 degrees and 240 degrees. Sequence 2 is 1/3 of the sum of the original three phasors rotated clockwise by an angle of 0 degrees, 240 degrees and 120 degrees.